into it. Real quick, though, the Shock Your Mock NFT will be coming when Trevor Lawrence gets drafted. Asking price of around $20,000. I accept Venmo, PayPal, whatever you want. This isn't original, everybody, and it's a part of history because one day when Shock Your Mock goes worldwide and we're shocking, I don't know, MLS drafts and NHL drafts and maybe WNBA drafts, you name the draft beers, I don't care, man. We're going to be shocking it all. And you can say that you have a piece of the original Shock Your Mock song created by me, obviously. Be on the lookout for that NFT, Brent. It's coming to, I guess, the internet near you. What would you even say? Where do you? I don't even know where to buy an NFT.
In your neck of the woods.
In your neck of the woods. Hey, check your local listings. But today, we are featured a Shock Your Mock segment by Sean Bonde. Bonde? At Sean2234. Now, once again, Brent, you know me, right? Got to do the due diligence. Got to do the homework to make sure this guy checks out. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little confused by this dude. I did a background check on him. His profile picture on Twitter. We got a Washington Wizards John Wall jersey underneath a Ray Lewis statue in Baltimore. Nothing Jaguars, not at all. Now, there's some Jaguars retweets every once in a while I see him post, but a lot of Washington Wizards stuff, which, I mean, this could be the first Washington Wizards fan we've ever had on the show.
Yes,
so this is groundbreaking right now. Is this guy a Jaguars fan? Not sure. Does he want a free T-shirt? Well, who doesn't? So let's get into it. Kuz, we ready to go? Let's see that thumb up. The thumb is up, Brent, and we are ready to roll. So he started out by Shock Your Mock, getting a little cocky, kind of coming for the title, if you will, by what he said. And he said, and I quote, "No need to show who went number one, Trevor Lawrence." Okay, like the confidence, like the cockiness, but let's be honest. This isn't a fact that he's calling a shot like Babe Ruth or Hamilton the long ball Porter from the Sandlot. The reason why he's calling a shot right now is because he couldn't figure out how to screenshot his entire draft into one thing. So right now, you're off to a bad start. And what was his mistake, Brent? He didn't use the Amazon AWS powered by Daniel Jeremiah, powered by AWS. He used the Pro Football Focus one, which, he used the Draft Network one, which, hey, it's a free-for-all over there, man, okay? I'm not getting paid by them, so it's a free-for-all over there. It is what it is, but he's got Trevor Lawrence number one. We'll get your size later, sir. Pick number two, and now we're getting a little, this is new, Brent. It's new, it's exciting, and it's fresh.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, okay, careful now. We'll see.
I like it.
Okay.
Keep it fresh.
Okay, but he's taken Kwity Paye at number 25, edge rusher from Michigan. Now, I want to hit the depth need alert, Kuz, but hold it, and I understand you're here for 2 days. You have to get your fix in, but not right now. Because is this really a depth need alert? We're talking about Kwity Paye, edge rusher. Look at the numbers. Yes, he's got the quarterback a little bit, but here's my issue with Kwity Paye. And I don't care what the 40-yard dash says, probably a 4.3, knowing how Michigan cheats. But this guy is 6'4", 277 pounds. All right? So, in my opinion, he's big enough to play like a 3 technique in a 3-4 defense, and he's too big to play outside linebacker. And as the draft experts, when they talk about him, say he's got to get more sand in his pants. By the way, draft experts out there, I don't want to put anybody on blast. I don't think Daniel Jeremiah says this. Can we change the adjective of he's got to put more sand in his pants?
I kind of like it.
Of course you do. Of course you do. And, yeah, and there it is, everybody. And now we're off the rails. As if Stephen A. Smith didn't make me angry enough, now Brent is co-signing the phrase sand in your pants when you talk about a defensive lineman that has to gain more weight.
It's a good visual, man.
Brent, I seriously can't with you right now, Kuz. You got a button over there? Mute his mic if you have to. That's all I'm going to say. We are not... On behalf of the ESPN 690, we are not going to tolerate Stephen A. Smith disrespecting our city, and we're not going to tolerate Brent Martineau saying sand in your pants is a cool phrase, because it's not. All right, pick number 33. Once again, a little fresh, a little different, but is fresh and different the right thing right now for the Jacksonville Jaguars? Terrence Marshall, wide receiver, LSU. I did some research, Brent. Watched the film, checked the tape. The NFL comparison, and this is according to NFL.com, say no more. The NFL comparison right now is John Dotson. I know what you're saying. Who's John Dotson? Well, guess what? I did some research on him as well. He's that guy that played for Washington for a couple years that, like, you didn't draft in fantasy football, but then it's like week 6, week 7, and all your receivers are on IR, and it's like, oh, this guy's doing okay. Let me take John Johnson. And you take him, and he does pretty well for 4 weeks, and then your receivers get healthy, and then you put him back on the bench, and then you cut him. That's who Dotson is.
Did he wear number 10?
I don't know, man. He's on Minnesota now, is all I know.
I'm going to check. He's still playing?
I guess.
Okay.
I guess. So that's who we're dealing with now, according to NFL.com. There's this guy's a boomer bust type of player. 1 second for a quick sip of water.
No problem. By the
Thank
way,
you, man.
While you're sipping water, Daniel Jeremiah is scheduled to join the show again on Wednesday, so be careful what you say.
Hey, we'll see. So with Terrence Marshall Jr., here's the problem with boomer bust. It's pick 33, okay? First pick of the second round. This guy in 2019 was the third string wide receiver because he's playing behind Jefferson. And who's the other guy that's going to go top 5?
Jamar Chase.
Thank you very much, Jamar Chase. So you didn't get a really chance to see a lot of the sample size. Now this year he had to be the guy because, Jamar Chase, sat out, and then Jefferson was drafted. So while he was in, he had the consecutive games of over 100 yards. That was good. But there's a lot of boomer bust to this guy. I'm not sure at pick number 33. I think in terms of speed, he's got that. He can be a dynamic playmaker, but to me, he offers a lot what DJ Chark can offer. And is it the home run ball? I'm not sure. Pick number 45, Javon Holland. I've said a lot about this dude. There's not much more to say. In my opinion, he's a little undersized right now. Do you put him at corner? Do you put him at safety? Pick 65 is fair. Pick 45 is fair for the safety. And by the way, Q's, get that draft need alert on there. Let's go ahead and sprinkle it off with a little draft need alert. Boom, draft need alert. And guess what?
Back-to-backers.
Yep, keep stealing my teasers. And we got back-to-back Brevin Jordan draft need alert. Kuz hit it. Sorry, I'm flustered. And then hit the off the rails button again because Brent's, doing my job. There it is. Boom. We're off the rails. There's a lady in the background screaming because we're going off the rails. But listen, if you get Javon Holland and Brevin Jordan, I understand that the whole Brevin Jordan thing, is he the most polished tight end right now? No. Do I want to see Pat Frymuth in this spot or a little higher? Possibly. Do I like to do the Pat Frymuth, stat of the day, the fun fact of the day? Absolutely. Brevin Jordan, fun fact of the day? He's fast. He's athletic. There's your fun fact of the day for Brevin Jordan. Pick number 106, Marvin Wilson. We talked about this dude a lot, and being the official station of Marvin Wilson, we like to see him come to Jacksonville, being a Florida State Seminole and all. I think he can definitely do great depth there. A guy that kind of underachieved his last year with a lot to prove. With the right mindset, with the right coaching, this guy can shine. 106, it could be just a tad bit high, but I'm not mad at it. Pick 130, Brent, you know how I feel about this guy. Chuba Hubbard. Cool name. Cool running back, can kind of do it all, if you will. A nice compliment to James Robinson. I like this pick a lot. At pick 130. Now,
I'm going to call him Chuba if he ends up here. I just want to call him Chuba rather than Chuba for some reason.
Is it Chuba or Chuba? I should probably establish that. Okay, it is Chuba. Yeah, because I watched the tape. So it's Chuba Hubbard. Dynamic, fast, can be a receiver out of the backfield. Like this pick a lot. Pick 145, Rodarius Williams. Pick 170. And this, to me, besides the Chuba Hubbard pick, might be the pick of the draft. Shaka Tooney. Now, I'm not going to lie. I don't have any stats on this guy. He's from Penn State. I know that. But just a really cool name. Shaka Tooney. And when we talk about, and I get it, Austin, it's just a name. Well, there's guys like Takeo Spikes, DeBrickshaw Ferguson. When you got a cool name guy, you can go for Ronan Lane. Like, when you got the cool names like that, you're destined for greatness. I think Shaka Tooney is destined for greatness. And then Sean Davis at the safety spot, rounding everything out. Let's be honest here. The back end, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks, not too shabby. Right? Almost appears like you know what you're talking about. Almost appears like you're not a Washington Wizards fan. But those first couple picks, when we got Kwity Paye, who you have nowhere to put him, man. Okay? He's going to be in the corner. And guess what? Someone's got to put Baby in the corner, I guess, because he's not an outside linebacker and he's not a 3 technique. Needs to get more. And for the last time I'm going to say this, sand in his pants. And then you get Terrence Marshall Jr., who, okay, but there's other speed options there, other slot guys there, and Javon Holland. You know how I feel about that. I mean, that could be the worst starting three I've ever seen in my entire life for Shock Your Mock. So you went above and beyond here. Maybe stick to your Washington Wizards message boards or your Baltimore Ravens message boards, because once again, I'm so confused why you're rocking a Wizards jersey next to a Ray Lewis statue. I'm not even lying. If you have this on a big screen TV, go really close to this picture. You can see Sean Bonde stand next to Ray Lewis. I have no idea. I'm confused. This mock draft is confusing, but most importantly, it sucks. But let's get the guy a t-shirt anyways, Brent. Yeah. And you know what to do. Compliments of Shakatone and Shaka your mock.
Yes, Sean, your mock has been shocked.